I'm Tara Tinsley with the local music scene here at Main Street Music with Ryan Toth.
Hi.
So Ryan, I want to know, we'll start at the beginning, where did it all start? Where did it start when you picked up the guitar? How did you do that? Did your parents buy you the guitar? Or?
When I first started?
Yeah.
My dad always had this old guitar out in our garage, and man, that garage was like a mess. There was this mountain. It was literally like when you were a little kid. It was like a mountain in the corner of the garage, and up at the top was this old guitar he picked up in Mexico, and it was just beat to shreds. But down the street there was a guy that played guitar, and he took it for me, and I said, "Yeah, I really would love to play it." Me and my brother, and he took it. I mean, the thing needed a bridge. It needed what is this thing called? Needed one of these too.
Nut, maybe?
The nut. It came to me. Nut, and it needed them both. And he took an old frisbee, he cut it up, put it in there. So I had this really rigged up guitar for my first guitar, and the action was so high. I mean, it just killed my fingers. But me and my brother kept working on it, and my dad saw that we were actually into it, that we were keeping with it. So it was Christmas morning, 1994. Came out, and just these cases, this brand new PV. God, what's it called? It was a T60. T60, I believe, or T160 PV. Beautiful red, just shining with the Christmas lights on it. Never saw a better sight in my life, and I just came out so excited and never put it down.
So you fell in love.
Fell in love.
So how did you start writing songs? I mean, you had a guitar, but what was that? Like, how did that start?
I think what happens is, something inspires us to start playing music, and for me it was the Seattle scene, grunge. It was Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. I loved them, and I wanted to be Kurt Cobain, when I was about 14. And first song I learned, I believe, was "Come As You Are." Then I learned "Teen Spirit," and learned Metallica. And I think what happens is you start playing the songs of your idols, the songs of people that you admire, and through that you learn something about songwriting. And eventually, you just start to work on it yourself, maybe do your own self-expression.
Yeah, well, you're very good at that, actually. I would like to know...
You're very good at that.
Well, thanks. This is not about me. Okay. Well, so what is your favorite song that you've written of your own? And tell us the title and what it's about.
There's a few. It depends. My favorite song is probably "Very Well" that I've written. And I like that song because it's about just not holding in stress, just letting things go, like going and remembering, like. Yes, I'm fine. Thanks for wondering. Would you mind leaving it all behind? Grab some friends and I'll grab the wine. After all, we're always moving forward through time, and I have surely been waiting far too long for this, and you've given me something that I will not forget, and someday we may throw it all away. Very well, very well, very well. Take my hand and we'll run away. A perfect ending to a perfect day. Close your eyes, take it slowly. After all, now is just a sweet memory. Yeah. And I have surely been waiting far too long for this, and you've given me something that I will not forget, and someday we may throw it all away. Well, very well, very well, very well, yeah. I've been waiting for too long for this, and you've given me something that I will not forget, and someday we may throw it all away. Well, very well, very well, very well, yeah. So I started working, and it just, I realized, you know, this isn't, I was doing telemarketing for like a sheriff's department, and I was always afraid that they were going to arrest me. But I used to work for them, and I would call people and say, hey, you want to go to the sheriff's ball? And I got tickets for you. And I was like, this is not my thing, you know, 8 hours a day. And thought I should go back to school, and I came back up here. And I wanted to do music down there in comedy, but we all got so caught up in work, there wasn't time to pursue what we went down there for. And all I knew is if I'm, you know, if I have to go somewhere and I have to, you know, work, I want to do it in a different field. I don't want to do telemarketing. I want to start. So, you know, it kind of led me back up here, but it worked out really, really well. Yeah. I met a lot of great musicians and had a really good time playing around here, and I fell in love with this whole scene.
Yeah. Well, so you say, you know, that's a big struggle for a musician is the whole having to have a day job thing.
Yeah.
What other struggles have you faced as a musician?
Well, I think the biggest struggle was just getting up on stage and performing. It's so different to be in your bedroom and rocking it and going, man, this is kick butt. And everyone needs to hear this. So I never really thought everyone needed to hear me, but sitting in the room and going, man, I'm rocking it. And you don't worry about the voice, but you get up in front of a crowd. And I always became very timid. And you might remember I used to step up to the mic. I used to practically swallow the mic and just whispered into it because I was nervous and scared. I'll never forget my first show. I was 21. This was up in Sonora. I played with Mike Hammond, who's great. He plays the saw. He plays all these cool instruments. And I actually stopped in the middle of a song and said, I'm so sorry to the audience. I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I restart that? And I remember particularly saying, I really feel like I'm drowning up here, you know. And my whole family was there, and it was. I think that was the biggest thing to overcome is to just, you know, take a break, let things roll off your shoulders, you know, and remember that you're not out there to be judged. You're out there to share something with people, and if they like it, that's great. And if they don't, then there's other people to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Well, and you came a long way since I first saw you years and years ago. So, I mean, you've improved in many ways. What would you say is one of your most favorite, I guess, your favorite thing about a show? Like, what do you think about when you play a show, you go home at night and go, that was a great show. What happens at those shows?
At those shows.
To make you feel that?
That's great because I remember it took me a long time to have that feeling. For the first year of performing, I went home feeling like crap, you know, after every show, and you know, I mean that sounds pretty bad, but it was kind of like that. It took me a long time to settle in, and then I think you just got to keep doing it. Oh, I remember this after that show when I was 21. The promoter of that club in Sonora, he came up to me and he said, do you think there's redemption at the end of this road? You know? I said, I hope so, you know? But I think that's what it is, you know, you try something, and if you're real passionate about it, you're going to keep trying. And so those first initial, they're not failures, but those first initial shows that don't go as well as you think, drive you to keep wanting to do it again.
Yeah.
You know? Because you don't want to come home and feel, it's your art, and it's something that you know you can do well. By yourself in your room, so why can't you do it on stage? So I think it was just a matter of do not want to go out like that. You know? I want to have that show that I know is going to be good, and I think it's a matter of I was going to say getting completely smashed before, but that's not the case. No, it's a matter of getting loose. It's a matter of being able to relax and being comfortable in yourself, being comfortable with your music.
Yeah. So the times when you're the most comfortable are the times where you go home and you're like, you know, I felt great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, it's a matter of realizing that it's an art. Everyone does it differently. Everyone has an art. No one needs to be judged. Yeah. And you know, I think the biggest thing is don't judge yourself. Be comfortable in what you do and get out there and do it.
See, now people judge you already. Yeah. Okay. Well,
floating out to sea, you know exactly what I mean. Now tell me who man at large? Is he a guilty conscience for dropping bombs on innocent families, on innocent farms? And has the world gone mad without me? Or am I wrong? Yeah, am I the crazy one? Like a wave of rolling thunder, I heard a voice saying, oh, all this must be done. Tell me who's in charge? Who's the man at large? Tell me who's in charge? Yeah. Why does it feel like we're running round a wheel, forging someone else's steel to plow this oil-laden field? Now tell me who's in charge? Who's the man at large? Is he a guilty conscience for using God to get all his own people to blow themselves up? And has the world gone mad without me? Or am I wrong? Yeah, am I the crazy one? Oh, yeah. And like a wave of rolling thunder, I heard the voice saying, oh, yeah, all this must be done. Tell me who's in charge? Tell me who's in charge? Yeah. Tell me who's in charge? Has the world gone mad without me? Or am I wrong? Am I the crazy one? Like a wave of rolling thunder, I heard a voice saying, oh, it all must be done. Tell me who's in charge? Who's the man in love?
Okay, well, last question.
Tell me.
I'm sure everyone wants to know, when are you finally going to release a CD?
This is a good question. Well, let's put it on the table there. Right now, I am very busy. I teach, and I've got my hands on a lot of other things. But I would absolutely love to release an album soon. I'm working on some material, and I kind of have you know, an album together where all the songs kind of are along the same lines. I think it'd make a good collection. So I've set up my computer in my room. I've got my M-Audio box set up. I got my Pro Tools ready. So hopefully sometime within the next year.
Well, good.
Yeah.
We need that.
And before we go, though, I gotta say that Tara Tinsley's been a great friend to me in my music. Gave me my first show after that when I was 21. I don't think I played another show till I was what, 24, I think, 24 or 25 with Tara. And she gave me that show, and she's given me shows ever since. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, that was Ryan Toth, everyone, and I'm Tara Tinsley with the local music scene here at Main Street Music. Check out Ryan, especially within the next year when he gets his new album out, because his stuff's really good.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook.com/BarkleMcNarton. But I think you can find me if you look up Ryan Patrick Toth, too.
Yeah, you think.
I think so. I think so.